Hi, welcome to your WOD Explained for Thursday, August 22nd. What we have today is a short Metcon. But what I want to do is take a minute to talk about the workouts that we do here at CFA and in CrossFit in general and how they differ. So we talk about short Metcon, long Metcon, and strength days. That's what we utilize at CFA. We change it up during the week with the help of Coach John Pizzetta. Way back in the day, we came up with a map, a blueprint of how we were going to work through the month, with the emphasis changing from day to day and week to week. So if you can only ever make it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you don't always see short Metcon, strength, long Metcon. It's constantly changing so that it's balanced throughout the week and the months. So that's the gist of it. So a short Metcon is any workout that's 12 minutes or less at CFA. That's how we decide to do it. It could be 2 minutes, like someone who's really super good at Fran. That's a short Metcon. But we put a hard stop at 12 minutes because we don't want it going longer than, because anything longer than 12 minutes for us is a long Metcon. And that can be anywhere from 12 minutes, 12:01, to 45 minutes. We rarely ever do 45-minute long WODs. Sometimes we throw them in, but we even rarely do workouts that are just going at it continuously for more than, say, 12 to 18 minutes. Anything that's going to be longer than that, I personally like to break it up into smaller segments with a little bit of rest so that you can keep going at it. We're about the intensity. We feel like intensity trumps volume over time in order to get a great workout. So it's hard for any person to keep up their intensity beyond 14 minutes. Like, you just start tailing off, and then it's a moderately intense workout for a longer period. So even like I'm saying, for us, for long Metcons, you may see how we have 3 little mini workouts put together, which last longer than 12 minutes, with maybe they have some interspersed breaks. I'm all for the long Metcon. We still include, and anyone who goes to the Sunday open gyms, Coach Julie Garbino is the master at torturing people for long periods of time. So if you're feeling like you want to get your long Metcon on and you haven't had one come up midweek long enough, feel free to jump in on a Sunday Metcon that Coach Julie puts together. So then there's the strength emphasis as well, because we feel that developing strength is the key to all of this. Like, if you're strong, then you can enhance your short and long Metcons as well. But by always doing short and long Metcons and not putting some time on developing strength, we're leaving out a key component. So that's a general gist of how we go about things, and all of these things are going to be what shows up in the WOD, the main part of what the emphasis for that day is. So you can see we have skill review, WOD, cash out. You know we have buy-ins and cash outs almost every single day. So whatever the emphasis of that day is going to show up in the WOD right there. So today is a short Metcon. So let's talk about it. We're going to start off with skill review. So the coaches are going to spend 5 minutes each on 2 separate movements. One is the push jerk, and then they'll take you into room 2 and spend some time on GHD sit-ups. So the push jerk is something that needs to be reviewed, because people get great at the push press and struggle at the push jerk. So within a workout, if it's not specified, and if it's like shoulder to overhead, which means any way you want, then feel free to do that. But if it says push jerk, do push jerks. Don't just push press it, even if you can. We want to use that movement. That's why it's written down as push jerks. So make sure you're doing push jerks when it asks for it. And in order to do that, it helps if you know how. So we're going to review that thoroughly today. So thoroughly, we're going to spend all of 5 minutes on it. So, I mean, how much more can you ask for? Then we're going to move on to the GHD sit-up, which, again, we don't do often in the middle of, in the main part of WODs, because we don't have that many GHDs. So it's a great thing to do is cash out, as you'll see today. But the coaches will go through. If you don't know what a GHD sit-up is, you're going to learn today, okay? So that's what you're going to do for your skill review. Then we're moving on to the workout of the day. Short Metcon. It's an AMRAP. You're going to spend 6 minutes to get as many rounds as possible of 1 hang power clean plus 1 strict press. Then you're going to do 2 hang power cleans and 2 push presses, and 3 hang power cleans and 3 push jerks. So I put it together like this, so it's 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, just so it was fit on the dry erase board more easily. But 1 complete round is doing 1 hang power clean followed by 1 strict press, 2 hang power cleans, 2 push presses, 3 hang power cleans, 3 push jerks. That's 1 round. And you're going to accumulate as many rounds of that as you can within 6 minutes. So for your score that you're going to record to results, it's going to be the total amount of reps that you achieved during the 6 minutes. So just add up the rounds plus reps, and then divide the rounds up into their individual rep schemes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 reps is 1 round. There you have it. So that's your AMRAP. It's going to be a good one. I'm anxious to see how you guys do. For the loads, the competitive division is going to do 135 for the men, 95 for the women. The scaled, 115 and 75 for the women. And the developmental division, 95 and 65 pounds. Of course, you can always scale to whatever weight you want. If you're in between, you'll get the S plus or the D plus that we'll put. But in order to do this and get the RX next to your name, you have to keep the weight above your knees when you drop to do your hang power clean, and you have to finish cleanly overhead doing the specific movements, when they're asked of you throughout the workout, okay? And also use the prescribed weight. So that's what's going on for the WOD. It's only 6 minutes long. You're going to give a hell of an effort for it and get a great workout. And then the cash out is going to be for time, 1 round through of 30 GHD sit-ups and 30 hip extensions, not to be confused with back extensions. So make sure you ask your coach if you're at all unclear. I'll tell you right now real quick that hip extensions, you're going to hinge from your hips and your spine stays neutral and unchanged throughout the whole movement. That differs from a back extension when you're going to bend from about the waist and then roll your spine up, strengthening the muscles of the low back concentrically, compared to strengthening the glutes concentrically during a hip extension and working the hamstrings and back muscles isometrically. Got all that? Exciting stuff. That's the workout for today. It's not going to take super long, so there might be time left over. Feel free to work on skill stuff, but don't do more workout. The reason today is shorter is because you've been beat up pretty well already this week, and that's why we're doing a short Metcon today. I want you to do a great hard workout during the WOD, short duration, and then recover, okay? So that's it. I hope you have a great workout, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.